One World Energy is it's a certified minority and women-owned business.
Hi, I'm Tina Lewis, and I am the managing partner of One World Energy.
And I'm Harold Lewis. I work for Tina. I've been in business for 35 years. We've been married for 45 years, so practically our whole marriage we've been in business together, and we've managed to stay together that long. We started out both with similar backgrounds in the airline industry. We left the airline industry together and went into a small printing business. Following that, we moved into McDonald's, and we were at McDonald's for 30 years.
We owned and operated 20 restaurants in those 30 years. So what we're doing with One World Energy is bringing business and community together.
We're very excited to be working with O and with HIT because they're able to bring programs for our students to help them to become independent, to help them to feel that they have control over their life choices. And we believe that working with the community and private industry is the way for our students to go.
And I'm really excited about our new programs, allowing our students to find job passion and have options for their life so that they can be self-sustaining, so that they can be productive members of society. It's really exciting to watch our students combine traditional education with industry skills-based instruction so that they have a full arsenal at their disposal when they become adults.
So we found that gap that we need to fill, I should say. If you look at the educational system today, kids don't have the options that we had when we were going to school. When we were in school, there were trade schools, there were courses available. While we were in high school, there was auto mechanics, home economics, sewing. There were trade options for kids when they were in high school. All of that, due to budget cuts or whatever, have been eliminated.
For our students to be successful, they have to have the opportunity to dream. They have to have the opportunity to see that there are things beyond their neighborhood, beyond their own experience base. And so by sharing with our students what is out there, what the options are, what opportunities they have, and then helping them build the skills and the knowledge to reach those options, allows our students to dream.
Well, I think it's important, having options. There are a lot of well-paying jobs out there that don't require a college degree. And by partnering with industry, they have a need for employees. We want to bridge the gap to be able to train these kids to be skilled enough for entry-level positions back into the community. And by us doing it and partnering with businesses throughout the community, it's a win-win for everybody. It really comes down to community, company, and client. All three have to come together in a three-legged stool to make these opportunities for the future for these young people.
So to me, this new pilot program, it's more or less the start of something new. Back in my day, we had these programs throughout high school, and that helped train people for the future, and we don't have them anymore. So to me, it's kind of like reaching back in time and pulling something from my childhood back and then teaching the new wave the same thing that I learned.
I enjoy cooking. I never really thought anything serious about it. I thought, hey, it's an elective, just something cool to pass the time. Since I'm here anyway, so might as well do something I want to do. No point in doing something you don't want to do if you have the choice.
So now kids have to decide if they're going to go to college or not. And not all kids, number one, want to go to college, can afford to go to college, have a desire to go to college. So this gives them an opportunity to learn a trade where they could have a career that they could go into after high school that doesn't necessarily require a 4-year college education.
Some of the things that we're missing that we had many, many years ago is basically trades programs. So we wanted to basically support that initiative, which basically says you can pursue an academic path, you can go to college, but there are also other wonderful trades programs out there, like becoming an auto mechanic or going to a nursing school or learning how to do mechanical work or how to become an electrician. And these are trades I think that kids would love to have, and there's something that's a big need in the community, especially as we expand into renewable energy and begin to train them in those areas.
My father is a cook at a restaurant, but he never taught me anything. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather learn it somewhere where someone would teach me. So that's why I joined the class.
They have to have a passion for wanting to learn and knowing that what they're trying to learn is what they're going to use as a skill, showing them that there's a connection for the job market someday soon. The opportunity to do this model where they learn the bookwork, the academic part, to see that exactly I need to be literate and speak what I need to say. I need to be very specific in reading and understanding what it is that the manual is asking me to do.
One World Energy is all about looking at how do we get into the future with respect to energy. And everyone is focused on coal and some of the older technologies that are out there. And we're trying to change and put the focus on renewable energy and train people in that area.
We are in the energy business, but we also need the employees to do the installations, the electrical, the HVAC, those kinds of trades that will transfer from the training classes we have in those specific areas, whether it be cooking, culinary, whether it can be engineering, auto mechanics. And so we're going to give them a broad range of opportunities to learn a skill, to get a post-secondary educational certificate that they can take to that industry, whether it be auto mechanics, engineering, electrical, and then get a job at an entry level, an apprentice position, and then grow a career from there.
One of the things that was written into our charter 16 years ago when we first got started was that we wanted to be a community hub for our families and for the people, so that we had an opportunity to show people that we were educating our students for life.
So I was just working with, or talking to a group from General Motors, and they had 30,000 employees, and they're now down to 600 employees because of all the innovation that's gone on in the automotive industry. But they haven't changed anything in the energy area. So all the mechanical systems, the electrical systems, everything that they have in their facilities, they actually have a parking lot for 30,000 people. They want to put solar on that parking lot so that it'll actually pay for the energy into their facility, but it'll also go into a grid so they can actually make more income. And then what we'd like to do is train people, students and parents and people in the community, to actually have well-paying jobs.
What we've learned, and one of the reasons this is so dear to us, that we didn't have those options ourselves from our families to be able to go to any university we wanted, any school we wanted. So we had to take it from the ground up, and there was no roadmap for us. There was no book. We had to learn it as we go, and we just felt we had to share what we learned to hopefully inspire young people to know that you can do it without having that Ivy League degree. You can become successful. It takes a lot of work, and you have to step out and you have to put yourself into it, and if you don't take the risk, there's no reward.
You can't cook unless you're sanitary, so Serve Safe is basically learning how to clean your utensils and whatnot, so you can't be a cook if you don't know how to clean.
When it comes to industry, they, especially this day and age, it's all about what you can produce, how fast you can produce it. So this day and age, having that bank of talented individuals, students, future country rulers, it guarantees the corporations their own future. So by them working hand in hand with us, we help both ends of the spectrum. We help bring the common person up, and we help the corporations stay at that corporate level doing what they like to do.
The difference between home cooking and commercial cooking is that home cooking is more like you're at your home, you can do whatever you want. While here in the commercial kitchen, you can you have to go by every rule and follow each step.
Our students are very excited about the opportunity we're working with in the culinary arts, cybersecurity, aviation, and other areas. We've had some students, I've personally had students share with me how they feel like they now have a direction. They've been going through school, doing what they need to do, but now they finally have a direction. They feel empowered that they know where they will be after high school. And it's that empowerment which motivates me to keep moving forward. It would be wonderful if we could offer additional programming, automotive, possibly in the healthcare field through nursing, phlebotomy, radiation, those areas as well. Continuing with aviation and cybersecurity, continuing sports programs, anything that can assist our kids in finding their way.
I really am enjoying this course. I never knew that cooking was so much fun, even though like, you know, my father never taught me, but like I'm having so much fun. I'm getting to know all of my classmates, and yeah.
Try to change these kids' mental, try to change their mind, to let them know that the world is theirs. They just got to know how to go get it. And that's what I'm here for. And it's not about sports, it's about the education through sports. So that's what I teach. If you can't, try to have one with the other, that they come together. Because my father used to tell me, son, it doesn't make no sense to make it to the NBA, you can't read your contract.
But it'll also save money for school districts, it'll save money for public hospitals, it'll save money for municipalities, and that community can be trained, the students and the parents, to actually support those energy projects that are going on within those municipalities. And that's kind of what our goal is.
And I have a saying that in front of every great woman is a well-directed man.